Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here once again, and today we have Project Bolide in its current state, about to get the old liquid cooler removed. Now I only have about 19 minutes of recording space, so this will be chopped up quite a bit. So, I already got all the panels off. First thing I'm going to work on is replacing this front fan with a Fantex one that's better optimized for pressure, so that it can go through the drive cage a bit easier. And then we'll start working up top. So I'll see you once I have this fan off. Alright, there it is with the fan off now. On goes the Fantex. Get it? Yeah, because, whatever. Okay, it works. Yay. Bring that around back. Wait, I can't do that. That's where the clip goes for the front panel. Where did the other wire get routed through? I guess just up over here. Is there a routing thing for it? No? Okay, whatever. Alright, well, as you can see, this fan and the NZXT fan have different fan points. That one has the two there, one for the top side, one for the bottom, but this one just has the one. So I had to find some longer screws. Thankfully I had quite a few of these old radiator screws lying around, and I think they will work. Let's find out right now. They will work. Awesome. So I know screwing things in is awfully fun. Lies. That's not true at all. So I'm just going to get this one screwed in and then skip to the point where they're all screwed in, just to save you some time. Okay. Alright, I'll see you when we're ready to take off the old radiator. Alright, we have the new fan installed. Now, we have to get the top 200 fans off and remove the old radiator. So, or start to unscrew the old radiator. So I'll be right back. Alright, top 200s are off. Time to start undoing the radiator. Or should I start doing the block or the radiator first? Let's do the block so that the radiator doesn't just fall and have to hang while I undo the block. So I'll be right back with some paper towels so I can wipe down the CPU and stuff. Okay, I'm back with the proper cleaning utilities, so let's unscrew this slowly. One corner at a time. Alright, so there's that. Here's the last two. I'm going to take out little by little so that I don't put too much pressure on just one side of the CPU. Oh, okay. I see what happened there. Alright, there we go. This is a dirty old CPU block. Alright, I'm not going to let all this Dremel grease get everywhere, so I'm going to wipe it down here. Alright, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. I don't need to worry about it getting everywhere. Alright, so you see what happened here with that one corner? It just kind of stayed there with it. No big deal. Came right off. Now I've got to get all the things around the CPU block or CPU socket away from this, which seems like it'll be a little bit more difficult than initially intended. Next thing I need to find out is where are the fan headers going to, because these fans were controlled by the motherboard. And I can't do much of anything until I find out where they came from. So I'll get those unplugged and be right back with you. Alright, they're undone. That's these two wires here. Now we can finally start unscrewing the top rad. Now, one screw at a time. I know this is very exciting for you, so I will skip ahead until I'm on to the last few screws. Okay, 2 screws remain. And hold it now. And final screw. And here we are, the old system is out. And now I can find out for sure which one of these 2 fans died. But that's for another video. For now, we can work on getting in the new systems. So here's that. Just making sure I have all the old pieces to the system. Actually, I probably should be screwing them to the thing here. I'll do that in the future. And we still have 2 screw things around the block, and they need pliers to be undone. So I'll be right back to you after the CPU is also cleaned. Alright, CPU is clean. We have all the screws surrounding it away. Now it's time to get the thing over here that's behind the camera. Hang on. Alright, now I have the radiator, AIO, everything here. And I'm going to screw in the rad first, and then work on the pump bracket thing later. So I'm going to move all the accessories away. And I need to decide which orientation I need this. If I can have it this way with the tubes facing forward, that would be awesome. But there is a thing on the Phantom 820 that is good for very slim 360mm radiators, but for this really thick one, I don't think it will work quite that way. So it's got like holes and stuff so that you could let your radiator breathe a little bit, but it seems NZXT kind of failed there when it comes to really thick 360mm radiators. So now I'm going to have to figure out something else here. It does seem like it could come off, but I think it's also all attached to the same system here, which makes it, of course, not the easiest thing to get at with. I'm going to try unscrewing it, since it is only screws, and see what happens. I'm certain there's screws on the other side as well, so I will get to you as soon as I have everything unscrewed here. And the answer is, of course, no, I cannot do that. So instead, what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to remove the 5 1/4 inch drive base here. Wait, can I even do that? Can I even do that? Yeah, I think I can. So I'm going to start unplugging, or just unplug everything back here. And do the thing. Alright, I have one screw here to help hold it in. And in case you didn't know, I actually have most of my big drives here in the 5 1/4 inch drive bay. So yep, out she comes. Don't worry, it was difficult to get in. So I expect nothing less about having it come out. So I have a 500 gig big hard drive, the SSD, and then this dead hard drive that I never bothered to take out. But now I will. And I'll probably replace it with a new drive. But yeah, that is stupid. Why would they do this to people who want really big radiators? Oh my god, no. Please, no. I think you can't remove this. I think it's riveted. I mean, unless it's the very top drive, I think it's all riveted here, and you can't take out this stupid thing here. I'm gonna try it. I thought it was going to be the big drive cage right here, but no, that's riveted in. You can't undo that. And yes, I do just have the top fans hanging off over this side. Don't judge. Alright, and nope, you cannot. Oh my god. NZXT. You know what this means? If I can't get this radiator in to the top slot, there's no way I can get it in the front. I'm gonna have to switch back to the Phantom 630. I still have the case. I didn't get rid of it because of all the awesome stickers, and nobody would really want it like that. But yeah, that'll be interesting to fall back to it. Especially since on its side panel it's got a big Bulleye 2.0 sticker. That's how far back we're talking here. But anyways, I need to somehow free up some space on this camcorder because it is only got 4 minutes of space left. So I will skip ahead to when I make a decision, or if I can find a way to fit this Predator into this case. So I will be right back to you. Okay, so since I did free up space now. I have 1 hour and 48 minutes. That should be more than enough time. But I'm going to show you how this may not work. Now that I look at it a second time, it might actually not be too bad. I'm going to have to remove everything here, huh? Wow, Phantom, you're really making this difficult for me. I'm going to have to remove probably both graphics cards. Wow, okay. Whatever, it's not like I haven't done this before. There's that. Sorry about all the cleaning. It's this fan. I'll just keep the top 200s on the top still until it is time to do the thing. I will skip ahead until I have both graphics cards uninstalled. Alright, they're out. I now can move more freely inside the case without worrying about damaging one of these $10 billion cards. Oh my dog. Oh my dog. God, shut up. Yeah, that is not going to work. If I can get it this way, it might be okay, but it won't look pretty through the window. Nearly. Oh, that fan is in the way now too. Come on, man. Gonna have to make me take apart the entire system just to get in one radiator. So I'm gonna loosen up this back fan, let it hang for a little bit. And last screw for the fan. There we go, we're going to let the Corsair hang for a little bit. Is there a way I can do this? Yeah, there we go, we can do it like that. That works. Okay. Let's try this again. This is the last chance for this case to redeem itself. This is not going the way I wanted it to, at all. It will fit there, but it can't fit here. Like, it can't fit beyond the ridge here. I'm going to have to bend the case to get it in there. I really don't want to do that, for obvious reasons. This isn't going to work. It's too fat. I should have gotten the 240. The 240 can have the quick disconnect, so I could have done it. It just wouldn't have been quite exactly what I wanted. If only it didn't have the stupid thing there, it would be perfectly fine, but this case is retarded. But this case is love. This case is life. So, let's see. If it didn't have that, I could have it facing the other way and have zero issues. I'm thinking I'm going to get the Dremel out and chop away. Because that's stupid. It should not be like that. Let me think things through. Okay, I think I found something. I think I can remove just this side here. That will let me get it into place. I need to remove the top screws. I already removed all the other screws on the side. Let's see if this works. Come on. Yes! That side is off. NZXT, why you make me take apart the case? It is not easy. It is not fun. There we go. That's in there. Alright. Alright. We're getting somewhere. And it actually kind of stays there. So, I'm going to see if the screw holes match up. They should. Standard 120mm fans. I'm just hoping now everything will come together okay. So I'll see you once I attempt screwing things in. Okay, so as you can see here, with that off and the radiator here, it could work, but because of the fat pump thing on this side here, it actually won't fit. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to Dremel my way out of this thing here. Of course, that's not what I wanted to do, especially to this case, but this case, I just realized now that it's the only case here that has the clearance to fit here. Like the Phantom 630, it would have a lower top portion, so it wouldn't do the thing. So, I will be right back and see you after I have this stupid piece here cut out. That could be a while, but whatever. Oh my, I am running out of battery power. Okay. Anyways, I got the big drill out. It's going to be fun. I'm going to switch to mains power. Hang on. Okay, so this is the setup I got. I have some kind of towel here, and then I have a ripped up box to help keep shrapnel and sparks away from the system. I'm going to be using this Dremel, and I have a light behind me here so that both I and you can see things a little bit better. So, also I have another ripped up box down here to use to place the hot drill on. So I'm going to start on low power. If that doesn't work out too well, I'll switch it to high power mode. And this is very loud. So, for your sake, I have the video turned down at this point. Ready? Oh, I also have the fans up to help circulate the air a bit. So in 3, 2, begin. Alright, that side is done. It's not too hot. Let's try to do this now. Seems like it's only riveted in there. Alright, this will work, I think. Don't think I have to do any more cutting. Come on. Yes! There we go. Whoever put this in this case should be fired. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this piece bent back straight, since I did bend it pretty bad. Not too bad though, just a simple pair of pliers can undo it. Alright, I'm going to tilt the case forward so I can take out the thing and any dust things that came from the cutting fall out the front and not inside of the case. And there we go. Okay. Now it is time to do the thing here. I'm going to put on the toolless 5 1/4 inch systems here, and now we get the radiator in the correct orientation. Yes, and all the screw holes do align properly. Yes, yes, this will work now. Screw you, NZXT, you can't stop me from building my system. Alright, I'm gonna get some of the tools away from here and start screwing in the fans to the system. Awesome. Alright, it is in place. Now, one thing to note, that the default screws that come with the Predator series are absolute crap. They do not tighten all the way down, instead they just spin forever. So yeah, do not use those. I thankfully had a full set of screws that I could put in other than those. So yeah, just be wary of that. And now it is time to start hooking everything up here and seeing what we do to how do. So right now, all these get plugged in somewhere. Oh. Okay, so it has two connectors here. This is what you'd see on like a 8-pin or like 6+2 pin. It plugs in to the side over here, like way over there. I'll move the system. Plugs in over here. And then this goes on to the CPU fan header so that you can control everything. And all the required connectors are up here on the top. So here's the fan connector. I'm going to bring it around back. let it go all the way around so that you don't see too much of the cable. Keep it looking nice. Gonna route it underneath the 24 pin. And around the USB 3. Bring it around. And one of those two is the CPU. CPU is this one right here. Alright, so now that is plugged up and ready to go. Now for the power. This one's going to be routed behind the motherboard and have a SATA power connect to it. I probably could have installed this one beforehand, but it is not too bad. There we go. I can pull it through the CPU cutout in the top left corner or top right corner, depending on how you look at it, of the motherboard tray for the CPU power. And now I'm going to use a pair of pliers to just hold it and get it into place, because it is kind of hard to see here. Or grab here, whatever. Didn't quite get it that time. This one could prove to be difficulty. There we go, I got it now. Did not need to use the pliers. Alright, so I'm gonna get ready to screw in the top 200s again. But first I'm gonna power up the back side over here. Find a spare SATA power connector. Small issue here, I can't seem to find one. Do I really not have a empty one back here? I'm gonna go with no, I don't. Wow. No matter. This is why modular power supplies are a thing. I know where I can get more cables. Just give me a moment to find them. Alright, it's plugged up. I actually didn't need to get another power supply cable because I remembered that one of the drives here was dead, so I screwed it out, and now I use the extra one right over here. Won't look quite as pretty, but you can't see that side through the window anyway, so it's okay. Now I might as well hook up the drive bays here. Should be easier with the one big screw missing. And there's the 500. Yay! Everything's back to normal in the front here. Except for the missing piece here that I will probably install. Alright, but now it's time to get serious. Time to start mounting the block to the CPU. I'll see you in a second. Alright, I have the computer on its side now, and I put on the 4 things around. Now I'm going to put on my thermal paste. There goes the dryer. I'm going to do the line method today. Not the most perfect line in the universe, but it should do okay, especially as soon as we start spreading it out. So I'm going to get the block here. I'm going to find out which way would be best for the tubes here, or which way would be best for aesthetics. That's stretching that one tube too much. It's going to be this way. On it goes. Now, put on the 4 springs. Just going to make sure I didn't forget anything. Nope, the 4 springs. And then, I think it's just a hand tighten. Yep. You only use these plastic washers for LGA 1150 series. So I'm going to start with this corner down here. That started. Did this one have a washer in it? No, it did not. Should there have been a washer in it? I do not think so. So start that one. This one's being a bit more of a pain, I guess, as it should be. You can't use a screwdriver on this. It's got no screwdriver thing on the top. It's not like the other one at all. That's just not going on there. Why not? Oh my god, come on. There we go, you had to press down extra on that one to get the spring to go down a bit. That one started, and the trickiest one to get to is now also started. So I'm gonna give each one a full turn. Until we can no longer screw it down. Doing it in a cross pattern to best spread out that thermal paste. Starting to get really tight now. I think that one is done. I did start with that one, so it makes sense. Let's tighten all the rest down. This is X99, so we shouldn't have to worry about too much pressure on the CPU. And there we go, it is installed, yay! Now, and what I'm going to do is take out this extra SATA cable that's way over here. This one here, since it's no longer connected to any kind of drive. And I'm going to put on the top thing back around here so it looks good and has extra structural support. And then it'll go back into the corner where it usually is. And first boot with the new liquid cooler. So okay, you don't need to see me put the whole thing back together, so you will see me at the monitor. See you in 1 YouTube second. Alright, here it is. First boot with the 360. Booting up, come on. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to set the CPU fan to full speed just to test everything. Alright, it's only got the CPU fan now. Alright, so under full load, sounds like that. Setting it back to standard. Awesome. And look at that temperature, 23 degrees. I'm going to have to go and set the boot order to the correct thing, because somehow it did the thing. This needs to be a data as number 1. Save changes and reset. So it does smell weird, it does smell new. I don't usually get brand new items or have brand new items available to me. But we're now booting up. And I'm going to let you get a good look inside. You can't see the fan spinning or anything because, of course, it's in a pull configuration. But yeah. Everything should work without issue. It's now installing some kind of driver. Probably because I unplugged everything. So it's reinstalling the mouse driver or something done like that. Keyboard's working fine. So it must be reinstalling the mouse driver. Which is kind of expected. Get ready for some noise. I'm plugging in the Xbox controller. Or not. There we go. I don't know why it comes up with a runtime error, and yeah, it must have been the mouse driver. Still installing. Alright, it's now at 37. Before it was at like 47. I do suspect it'll come down as soon as the thermal paste sets. And yeah, device is ready to use. No, it isn't. Screw you. Thankfully, I do have a... Oh, come on, white balance. I do have like a quick disconnect thing here for the mouse, because I used to almost always do this where it wouldn't be recognized by the system. So I'm going to tell it to restart later. And there we go. The mouse is now working. Yay. Everything is working. Only thing now is that there's a tiny bit of red. Can't really see it, but there is some red back there. And it is throwing me off a lot. It's a little bit better, but you know, it doesn't match the rest. I might get a red fan, and then another red fan, and then another red fan, just to get it all matched up to red, change its colors a bit. But that'll be for another time. For now, Project Supremacy is up and running. If you enjoyed this long-ass video, please go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course subscribe. Thanks, Game Boy out. I will see you in the future.